was a science teacher. So I've never taught science at the middle school level until just this year. I absolutely love it. My dad was a science teacher, and I remember when I was a little girl going to his classroom and sitting on the stool, and he gave me his little like smiley face stamper and a stack of graded papers, and I would just stamp all the papers. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I was probably like 4 years old, and I remember that. So I have some very positive, like early memories of being in a science lab, but I didn't think I would actually teach in one, and here I am. So I teach in a really rural area, but I'm lucky that we have a lot of technology and we have a lot of good materials that people have kept over the years. We've been fortunate to have, some funding from Title I that we've been able to get some pretty cool stuff that I have in my lab. So anyway, um, what else should I tell you? So yeah, I moved to North Carolina. It's going on 11 years now. It's 10 years ago. My husband has done some different jobs. He is a teacher now, also a middle school teacher. He teaches math, but he's certified in history and science as well. But he wasn't planning on being a teacher. He became a teacher because he worked for the National Park Service in Ohio, and then they laid off a bunch of people, and we moved here. He had an opportunity to work for them, and then that job was cut. So we got out here, and he had to kind of start over. So we've both had some changes in our employment over the years, a little bit of transition, but now I think things are settling down. I just recently finished my EDS, Educational Specialist degree through Liberty University, and I am going to walk across the stage and graduate in September if they allow us to, but that's the plan right now. That is a degree in administration, so one of these days I may be an assistant principal, we'll see. I have done a little bit of like director work. I worked as a preschool director for a while, and I've taught a little bit of everything, pre-K through 8th grade. Originally ELA at the middle school, and then they talked me into social studies, and then they talked me into science. So I'm enjoying my time now. I wasn't always able to handle the discipline really well at the middle school level, but over the years I've picked up a few tricks, and I spent a little time as an instructional coach, and I just think that once you go into other people's classrooms and you get to see all the amazing things that they do, um, even though you may have been an awesome teacher to start out with, seeing the way other people handle certain things, lots of different people, just gives you some fresh ideas. And when I came back to the classroom, I really hit my stride hard because of all of those amazing teachers that I was able to watch. Which brings me to the reason for this YouTube channel. I've never before really promoted myself on social media as a teacher, but I have time now. Even though I'm working all the time, I still have little bits of time here and there that I can work on my social media. And some people have asked me for some of the content that I use for my classroom that I've made different things, I've adapted things for my classroom, and people will see it and say, hey, could I have a copy of that? So, I thought, hey, it would be a good idea for me to have a YouTube channel, and I can come on here and talk about the things that I'm doing in my class, and you can make comments and share with me. Also, I have an Instagram. It's MamaLou252. The Lou is Lu, so it's MAMALU252. So you can go on there on my personal Instagram, and then from there you can connect to my Mama Lou's Lab Minions teacher Instagram. So I'll put out content there. I'll put links, and I have a link in my bio that goes to my link tree, so you can see a lot of other things that I put out that you might like to use in your classroom. So